Hello guys, welcome to another one of my weapon reviews. We have the Dragon's Fist in the event store and I have bought it and we're gonna be leveling it up and testing it out. Well, I have. The weapon has additional critical damage, a small amount of additional crit chance, and then the really unique thing about it is that it has a level 25 perk that causes an explosion if you hit the same opponent 5 times in a row. In order to test this weapon out, I have taken Tank Penny as my main hero because she has loads of options for melee hardware. I've given her additional shield and the survivalist bonuses, and I am going into this mission here mainly to test it out. I've been playing other missions as well, but this here is where I felt I had like the best things to show in regards to how the weapon works. It is obviously a slow melee attack weapon that can hit multiple enemies. It has high impact, it can stun opponents, it can knock them back, and it deals a significant amount of damage when you hit it, but it is a very slow hitting weapon, and you really need to get into the range of the weapon when you are fooling around with it for the first time. But the main thing that it has going for it is that it stuns things that you bash with it, and this is a control weapon. It is a constructor weapon, it is not a ninja weapon, it is not a going crazy weapon. And here you can see the secondary attack of it just bashing down, stunning and pushing back opponents around her, giving her again a lot of control options. So having the right click option, the secondary attack option to deal a higher chance of knocking back and impacting is what you're probably going to be using if you're using this to defend your base. I was up against loads of different opponents, also elemental types, and just to show you guys a little bit about the amount of damage you can actually deal with this weapon here, I of course included some here from nature element opponents where I'm dealing these 21,000 damage to the normal husk, or the normal nature element husks. The thing you have going with the right click option is that sometimes you only really hit a single opponent, making it a massive waste of your energy, and that is the other thing about it. This weapon really works best in my opinion for like general purpose if you have energy, making it really tough to be battling nature element opponents that drain your energy. And since it is a fire element weapon, that is also where it performs the best in terms of dealing damage. Normally, however, playing a constructor, you won't be dealing melee damage as your main thing. You are more likely going to be doing it with shotguns, but I wanted to test out this weapon here, really just going with that and my abilities to find out how much can I push this, can I complete an 82 power level encampment for instance. And once again I got chased by these husks going moonwalking towards me. I have no idea what is going on with the game and all these really weird vibes they are sending. I haven't really been getting much comments from you guys about whether or not you are getting the same in the game, but this here is after a patch, after an update, so it isn't something they have updated for me anyway. And here you can see how it kind of fizzled with the right click option, the heavy attack not really pushing back both opponents. I saw Smasher in the middle of an encampment, and of course I had to test this weapon out against encampments and smashers at the same time. That was pretty much also an indication about how powerful I felt playing with Tank Penny and this weapon. Tank Penny is an amazing hero, and that is of course not what this video is gonna be about, but she really makes this weapon shine quite a bit more than it should. As you have possibly already noticed, we haven't been seeing any explosions going on, and there is a good reason for that. How often do you hit the same opponent 5 times in a row? Not very often. You want opponents to die before they have taken damage from you 5 times, so it is only going to trigger on blasters, smashers, possibly husky husks from an opposing element, stuff like that, meaning that the prime perk of this weapon here, the explosion, is something you're probably never going to see. And if you are defending a base and you have a charging smasher coming towards you, are you gonna be hitting it 5 times in a row as a constructor before your traps take it out, before you pull out your shotgun to knock it back? I don't really think so. Yeah, I found one of these here as well while about to take out the last encampment, a nature element smasher, and yeah, it had to be hammered down or rammed down with this new hammer as well. Oh, it's a hardware melee weapon. Trying to see if I could deal some crazy knockbacks and damage to it, but I didn't really get the good punch in on it, so I ended up really using my abilities to take it out for the most part. But as you can see, I did get a few nice crits in there. So the Dragon's Fist weapon, what is it? What do I feel about it? If you don't have any other legendary hardware weapons and you are playing a constructor where you feel like you need it, sure, you know, grab it. It is not the most popular type of weapon to get in the llamas, so it is a nice thing to have, especially if you are going to be playing characters such as Tank Penny. But it is a really hard slot to fill in with a really good weapon, because the melee constructor role is a really hard role to play, because you're probably going to feel yourself pulling out your shotgun more than anything else. For comparison with my Doom Hammer here, right about the same weapon, I'm dealing a bit more damage with the Dragon's Fist. It has a lower crit chance, more crit damage, and of course it deals fire damage, but I do feel the most important thing when you have a hardware melee weapon is to have a high crit chance, so you really have an impact when you hit. That was what I had to share in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching.